Hello everybody, welcome to SourceFED, I'm Joe Beretta. The residents of the Borough Park apartment complex in Brooklyn, New York always knew that they lived next to some eccentric neighbors. 28-year-old Chava Stern and her 61-year-old mother occupied the apartment down the hall for quite some time, but no one had seen the mother or her daughter for years. You see, they lived behind the door that never opens. No one ever entered and no one ever left. The apartment, for all intents and purposes, seemed unoccupied except for the rare occasions when concerned family members would show up and leave plates of food at the doorstep that would mysteriously disappear when eyes gazed elsewhere. And then there were the unwelcome nights when female screams ripped through the silence from behind the door that never opens and echoed down the halls. Neighbor Malka Lerner said, "When I listened, she was screaming. She yelled, 'I killed myself! I killed myself!' The shrieks were truly terrifying, but the residents attributed the screams to the situation. Everyone knew the pair suffered from psychological impairments, but they were harmless, right? Right? They were just eccentric. For example, before they locked themselves behind the door that never opens, the two always dressed exactly alike. Their bodies adorned with the same black outfit, shade cascading down their bodies, splashing onto their identical shoes, transforming them into walking silhouettes, shadows that occupied the apartment down the hall, behind the door that never opens. Leave the shadows alone and the shadows will leave you alone, thought everybody living in the apartment complex. And this was the case for years until last week, when the secrets in the shadows seeped from the darkness behind the door that never opens. A foul scent moved into the building last Monday, tearing at the senses. The overpowering smell was toxic, unbearable. The concerned occupants of Borough Park feared a gas leak filled the room behind the door that never opens. But when emergency responders arrived, Chava Stern refused to let anyone enter. I mean, the door hadn't budged for years. Why would it budge today? So they broke down and opened the door that never opens. Piles of trash engulfed the apartment, a waist-deep sea of refuse. Stacks of paper consumed the beds. It was a nightmare, a hoarder's dream. And there was Chava Stern and her mother, dressed exactly as one would expect. Two identical shadows with identical shoes, except they weren't identical. Chava was standing there erratic, and her mother, Susie Rosenthal, was dead. Most likely for years. No one is sure how she died, but there she was, a pile of rotting decay. Bits of her former self hung from her bones as she just sat on a throne of trash, just like she had for hundreds of days after her death, when Chava would prop her up at the dinner table and scream things like, "I killed myself! I killed myself!" The scene was horrific, but the reality was tragic. For years, Chava believed her mother abandoned her. For years, she thought her mother left her alone in the apartment to die. And every night for years, she slept next to Susie Rosenthal's decaying body, waiting for her mother to come back home. Every night, sleeping in the darkness, behind the door that never